Hello, hello, Tammy Cinematic Skeins. It's been a while. It has been a while. Hush, Theo. It's been about a month. The dogs will probably be just as annoying as they normally are. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for sticking around. So much. You guys, y'all have no idea. Well, if you've been following me on Instagram, you have some idea of all the crap I've been going through. But if it's just my YouTube family, you guys, it's a lot. So I'm going to go into it after I show you things because it's a lot and nobody wants to listen to me talk for an hour, right? And I'm going to try not to talk for an hour, okay? All right, so here we go. If you're new here, hello, I'm Tammy. I am the dyer on vacation from Cinematic Skeins. I knit, spin, dye, crochet, sew, crafty things. That's what I do. I am interrupted by my dogs constantly. I go off on tangents, forget what I'm talking about. There you go. Hi. Anyway, you guys, I finished that sweater. It's finished. I have not blocked it. I've been wearing it. Whatever, it's fine. I'm feeling like, I feel like the sleeves are too short, but I think when I block it, it'll fit. But let me show you. Oh, did I bring a sock blocker? I didn't. Whatever, it's fine. It's finished, all done. Look at that. Look at that, it's finished. Yay. I am not good at seaming is what I've learned with this cardigan. I suck at seaming, but it fits. It's delightful. I would stand up, but I don't want to because it was a pain to get down on the floor in the first place. So yeah, there you go. Here, look. Ta-da! It curves over fine. Fits great. Love it. I redid the sleeves twice because the first time I did it, I didn't do any decreases and they were like massive and I didn't like the look. But yeah, you see how I think they're a little bit too short, but I haven't blocked this yet, so I need to block it. It is warm and lovely and heavy. It's a lot of yarn. It's fine. I ended up using, let's see, they were big boy skeins. So altogether it would have been 4 skeins of fingering weight held double. And then I used DK for the button band and the sleeves. Well, the sleeve cuffs. And this is what I have left of my minis. So I still have a ton left and I might use them for the project I'm gonna do next or this year, maybe. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so my Cas cardigan is done. If you guys remember, if you were here before, I had mentioned I'd reached out to the designer because I felt like, well, it is backwards. One of the descriptions on the shoulder, like when you do the shoulder decreases, it's backwards. It's written, like the instructions are written backwards. They never got back to me, but that's fine. I figured it out on my own. It wasn't difficult. All done. Very happy. I've worn it like 5 times already. But you guys, what's it been, a month? So yeah, I've worn it a lot. I wear it a lot. I love it. I love it. So yeah, I briefly considered making another one, but I think if I do, I would make it out of like a woolen yarn. So it's not as heavy. This is heavy. Not to wear, but just to pick up. It's heavy. And I can't throw it. I will explain that in a minute. I can use this hand. Anyway, so there was that. That was one thing I made. Finished object, right? Yay. Finished something. You guys know I have a lot of whips. See, and I didn't do I was going to do a video in January telling you guys my plans for the year and all the things, and it's all gone. It's gone. Because of everything. I'll go into it. Anyway, I had shown you guys this hat I made out of Hobie Fantasia, right? And I explained that I felt like I didn't do it long enough because the brim was really short. So I made another hat using, where is it? What's the name of that yarn? I can't turn. Hold on. I know I have another thing of it. Kelborn Woolens, maybe. I don't remember. I don't know where I put the tag. Anyway, I made another hat. Same 2x2 rib. And I made it black. Of course I did. And it's too long. But you know what? I don't care. Because it's cozy. I wore this out shopping. Because I can't do my hair right now. So I just wear this to cover up my hair. But the temperatures have gone back up in Texas. So can't really wear the hat anymore because it's too warm. And I made it it's too big. It's too big. But that's my fault. Different gauges. And I did I gauge swatch? No, it's fine. I made a hat. Finished object number 2. And then I have a half finished object, which I wish I had a sock blocker in here. Do I have anything? I thought my blockers were in here. Are they in the closet? Well, I made a sock. If you guys have been here for a long time, you remember I tried to do colorwork socks and I always fail. And there was one pattern, it's called Allie's socks, that I really, really wanted to do. One second, I'm going to pull it up. And I tried to do it, I want to say 6 times. 6 times, y'all. And no dice. I had to rip them apart. Well, one time Theo ripped them apart. And then the other times was all me. They were the Alley Socks by Sarah Opie. These. I tried to do them so many times, y'all. So many times. But the problem I always have with colorwork socks, not colorwork sweaters, colorwork socks, is I can never get the colorwork over my heel. And if I knit it loose enough to get over my heel, then it's too loose on my leg. So what I decided to do was modify the Allie's sock pattern and not start the colorwork until after I had turned the heel, when the sock is like super big, right? Success. I've finished one sock. This has taken me a very long time. I will explain. Ta-da! So what I did, one, I didn't start the colorwork until after, what's it called? The gusset, whatever. I made the cuff a little pretty. I did the honeycomb heel flap and gusset. I don't think this is what's called. Well, no, it is a heel flap and gusset in the pattern, but I did a different version. And then I did my color work. And then on the Alley sock pattern, this is the pattern that's done at the cuff on the leg before you start doing the diamonds. I did it on the toe and it works out. My only thing with these is I wish I had made them a little bit longer, but I wasn't sure it was going to work. So it's fine. Also with these, and I didn't realize it because I'd never made it that far in the pattern, the gusset decreases are on the bottom of the foot. So it looks like that. Isn't that cool? But it's funny because like then when you're holding your sock, like just flat, it does this. Like the heel dips down. I like it and it fits really well. I'm very happy with this. This yarn is, I picked this up when I got out of the hospital. I'll go into it. As a pick-me-up. I wasn't there for it. It was like an ER visit. It was very quick. It was just one day, all day spent in the hospital. But anyway, I was feeling down when I got out. So I went to McKinney Knittery and I picked up a skein of yarn, even though I'm not supposed to be buying yarn. Whatever, it's fine. This is Magpie. What is there? Swanky Sock, Magpie Swanky Sock in the Ghost Town colorway. I really want to ask her if it's named for that Ghost Town song by the Specials. I'm thinking it is. But anyway, it's really pretty, neutral with speckles. I really like it. And this is my first pair of MCN socks. Well, it's not a pair yet. I just started the cuff on the second sock. But I'm very happy I finally have colorwork socks, you guys. So I think that's going to be my plan for right now. Like all the colorwork socks that I had in my queue, I'm just going to do the colorwork on the foot. and then I can achieve my colorwork sock fantasy and not deal with the issue of it not being able to go over my heel. One day I hope to do a full-on colorwork sock, but until I get to that point, this will scratch that itch. Yes, this is my half finished object. Okay. I had a whip. I started a new cast on. West 7th, well, I am just rambling. I'm sorry. It's been a bit. I'll slow down next episode, I promise. Promise. So the next whip I have, it's a knit along that my local yarn shop, West 7th Wool, is doing. It's a year-long make along, so I don't have to finish it until December. But it is the Times Cardigan. See, I brought my iPad in here so I'd remember to show things. Aren't you proud of me? See if I can get it. Library. I'm also going a little fast because my head hurts, because of course it does. I'm sure you guys have seen this all over Instagram. I'm making this. It's the Times Cardigan by Amy Gunderson. And it uses fingering weight yarn, and her notes say, I think she was using like 5 grams per little, their squares are tiny, but it's intarsia. And as I've mentioned, if you've been here, I suck at intarsia. So I was practicing before I actually cast on the sweater. Here are my practice squares. So this side's okay. This side's okay. I did too many rows here, but this side turned out okay. My first square though, there's holes. I was wrapping my yarn wrong. And then I finally did it right. And then I did all of these. So yeah, these are my practice ones. But like I said, 3 of these squares are wrong. And then 3 of these squares are okay, and this one has too many rows. So these are my wonky squares. So what I did is I crocheted them together and made a little lavender pouch holder thing. I mean, it's already in a bag, but whatever. It's a fiber craft thing. I wanted to use them for something. I was going to make coasters, but I realized that the only coasters I actually use in my house are the stone ones. Even though I have cork ones and glass ones and ceramic, whatever, I always use the stone ones. So I figured it was pointless to make these coasters because I'd never use them. But anyway, I'm going to put this in my car. Yes. Yay. Okay. So technically a finished object, right? But anyway, these are my practice squares. So they were the beginning of my whip, but I did them so badly, and then I didn't want to rip them apart. So I have to start my whip again now that I've gotten the hang of how I need to wrap my yarn to do intarsia. But I'm trying to make a decision. All right, so Theo's laying on the tripod, so if the camera falls, that's why. I don't want to move him. So, all right. Here's my thing. My original plan was, if you look at the original picture, what she did is just, she got a bunch of squares and did dark light, like split them into piles, like dark color, light color, and then just did all of her squares that way. And then finished the ribbing in a single color, right? Well, I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to use black, because of course. So I was going to use black for one half of my triangle and then pick and choose whatever remnants for my others, right? Well, I mentioned this to Amy, the owner of West 7th Wool, and she mentioned that another person that's participating in the along is doing the same thing. And you guys know how I feel about doing the same thing. So I know we'd have different yarns because, you know, my remnants will be different from their remnants, but if we're both doing black and color, like, you know. So then I was thinking I could still stick with my plan to use black, because my reasoning for wanting to use black, 1, I'll wear it, and 2, black goes with everything. And if I throw a bunch of rainbow colors in it, Cool, right? So then I got to thinking, black, rainbow colors. I'll just do rainbows, right? It'll be, right? What do y'all think? Do you think I should do rainbows? Do you think I should do rainbows? Because I figured it out. I measured it, and I used my yarn counter from Dreaming Robots. I used my yarn counter to figure out how much yarn exactly I used for each little triangle. And I used 2.8 yards. Okay. The whole square itself measures 1.5 grams, I think it was. So I'm thinking like 4 skeins of fingering weight, right? Or 2. I don't know math. Anyway, 2 just to be safe, right? And then 2 bunches of minis, right? Okay. Anyway, so I'm thinking, I have all these leftovers, right? And I have advents. I have the, was it skein yarn? What was the name of that yarn? They don't die anymore. What's the name? Well, what's the name? My brain's not working. It was one of the boxes, one of my advents from like 2 years ago. I don't remember. Anyway. And then I have like 5 billion, you guys know, I have 5 billion minis. I have 5 billion minis. So I was thinking I could use another one of my advents to do this, right? Or should I use scraps? I don't know. I'm trying to decide. So I can't start it again until I decide what I'm going to do. But I'm leaning towards the rainbow idea. I'd have to plan it out though, because it's a modular knit. So it's kind of like, basically it's the what's it called? Cozy memory blanket, but with intarsia, and it's a cardigan. There you go. So I don't know. I have until December to make the thing, and it's not even like a tall person cardigan. It's a 3/4 sleeve cardigan. 3/4, quarter sleeve, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, that's the game plan. Okay. Is that it for my whips? Sort of. You guys have seen this whip before. Okay. January was when I wanted to do this video. I wanted to tell you guys my plans for the year. Because I'm trying to be frugal, especially now, I'm going to go into it. Especially now, I'm trying to knit from stash. But, new and shiny and pretty are always going to distract me. So my goal for 2024 is to finish all the whips that I have in my little bench basket thing over here. This being one of them. Do you guys remember my Alaska / woodland sweater with the bear? I'm gonna finish this. I had finished this sleeve, because this is what it looked like last time y'all saw it. I was like this much through one sleeve. Well, what happened was I finished the sleeve, didn't like it, and I ripped it out. So now I'm redoing it, but decreasing quicker to make it fit my arm better. So I'm going to finish this. There was that other, the Brooklyn Raglan. I'm going to finish that because all I have to do is sleeves on that one. But with that one, I'm going to rip out the bottom and redo it because I don't like the way I stopped helical knitting when I did the curvy bit, and you can tell. So like the yarn just goes super light on my bum. So it's like I have a light spot where I've been sitting, even though I've never actually worn the thing. So I'm going to redo it to get rid of that and kind of, I don't know if I can do helical and short rows. I don't know how that's going to work, but I need to redo the bottom of that hem, and then I'll do the sleeves. I can't reach that. I have the V-neck fingering weight sweater that I've been working on for a real long time, and it's literally like this big. I'm gonna finish that. Look, yeah. So my goal for 2024 is to finish my whips. And if I cast on something new, it'll be with yarn that is here, right? Right. That's the game plan for 2024. The other thing, I didn't get chosen for the test knit, but that's okay because this way I don't have to knit it twice, because what I'm going to do is combine it with another pattern in my head. This is going to happen. All right. Hunt Hand Knits had a test knit going for the Dragon Tail cowl, which looks like that. Beautiful, right? It's beautiful. But also, and I already bought the pattern, Tanis Knits also came out with a dragon cowl. Called the Dragon Rider's Cowl. Wait. And you see the runes and stuff on it? I'm going to combine them. So I'm going to do the border color work from the Tanis Knits one, but the dragon from Hunt Hand Knits when it's available is my plan. And I want to say Dragon Horde Yarn. What's her name? Tristan? Is it Tristan? I don't remember. If I got that wrong, I'm really sorry. I think she also has a dragon cowl now, too. Yes, she has the wingspan cowl. But I think I really like runes. If you guys remember the Hobbit bag I bought because it's got runes on it. I'm going to combine the Tanis Knits and the Hunt Hand Knits into a cowl, I think. My only thing is, I want to say, all right, so Hunt Hand Knits is DK. I think Tanis Knits is fingering weight. Let me double check. Yeah, I think hers is fingering weight. So I'm thinking what I'll do is maybe a sport weight. And if it's too big, maybe I can like wrap it twice, you know, make it like a long one and then wrap it. I don't know. Anyway, plans. I didn't pick 9. I just, whatever, it's fine. I didn't do a pick 9 because I'm going to try real hard to finish the whips that I have, because I want to get back to where I only have one of a particular type of project at a time. So one cowl going, one pair of socks going, one pair of vanilla socks going, one pair of something crazy socks, and then, you know, a sweater or something. It's like a DK sweater, a fingering weight sweater, you know. I need to lessen the amount of bags in here. Okay. I think that's it for the knitting. Yes. That's it for the knitting. Okay. I do have acquisitions. If you've been following me on Instagram, you will know I have gone on a fabric spree because I haven't been buying yarn, so I bought fabric, so it kind of defeated the purpose. But technically, fabric's cheaper. Sort of. It started off that way. But anyway, I've started putting together a quilt. I've never made one before. Let me show you all this fabric. If you haven't, like, if you've seen my Instagram, you've already seen it. I've shown it 50 billion times. It's fine. I'm just going to show you all a couple of these squares and why I need to make a quilt out of this fabric. Slumber squirrel. Right? Okay. No, wait for it. Wait for it. Let me find the pink one. Where's the pink one? Now, there's 4 colors in the collection. I bought the charm pack. I bought 2 charm packs, and then I bought a bunch of other fabric I'm going to put with it, and I've already cut it all. I've been playing with all the things. Like, I cut all these little triangles, and then I changed my mind, so now I have all these little dude. Anyway, I went down a rabbit hole. Let me find you Slumber Mouse. I don't remember if it's in this stack or the other stack. It should be in this one. Where's Slumber Mouse? Oh, where are you, my little friend? Are you in the other stack? I might have separated it already. I separated it already. Hang on. I've already got the mice in with their respective triangles. Because what I'm going to do, this is going to be the main fabric. And then have this grunge fabric that's kind of got hints of blue and purple in it. You see it? Little bits of blue and purple. Is gonna surround each little square. Hold on, let me get you a mouse without messing this up. Here we go, here we go. Slumber mouse. They're so freaking cute. Are they cute? Are they cute? I had to. So I'm making a quilt with that. Okay. And the day I decided that I was going to make myself a quilt, I went to a quilting shop in White Rock, Dallas, or the White Rock area of Dallas, looking for charm packs because I had watched a video by Vine where she made a charm pack quilt, and that was my plan. My plan was I was just going to buy a charm pack. I'm going to make myself my first quilt. And then I just fell down this rabbit hole and went nuts. So this is one quilt, okay? It started with this fabric that I picked up at the quilt shop. It's got skulls on it. And I bought it and I was like, this is going to be my backing fabric. And then I went to another quilt shop and the lady was like, you really shouldn't buy your backing fabric until you've made your top because you've got to measure the back. Whatever. I bought this. So that was the original plan. So I was like, I'm going to buy this and then I'm going to find some charm packs and I'm going to make, sorry, Theo. I'm going to make a quilt to put with that fabric. So then, but then I saw the mice and the squirrels and I bought that, and that really doesn't vibe with this fabric. Would you stop? So I bought some more fabric. I told y'all. All right. I have more fiber and yarn to show you too. Look at this. Look at this. I've got to cut so many little squares. And I saw there's a little die cutting machine, but it's like $200. So yeah, I want it though, because it would make my life so much easier, because cutting all this fabric was not fun. I haven't cut this fabric yet. This is on pause until I do the cute mice and stuff. So this is for the future. Now, not all of this will go in the quilt. It might end up in a bag, because I'm going to make some bags too. What's that? See the owls? Did you see the owls? Just this really pretty fabric. And I bought this because it was pretty, but then when I got it home, I realized it's actually not black, it's brown. Right? And then I bought this pack. I think it was called Moon Dream or something like that. Moon something. You guys. It's Bambi. Okay. That's probably going to be in a bag. Because it's got Bambi and Thumper on it. Anyway. It's not Disney fabric. Whatever. And this one. This is the one I wanted, but I wanted it in black. So I bought the fat quarter set. There's this one. And that's where the little tan polka dotted triangle I showed y'all a second ago, that goes in here, but I'm not going to use it in my quilt. So I'm going to save it for whenever I put all this together. Did I buy the owl one twice? I did. I bought the owl one twice. Whatever, it's fine. I like owls. I mean, come on. I bought this one. This is the one I fell in love with. It's like, I want a bag. But I'm going to put this. This will look good with this. Right? Yes. So I'm thinking this is going to be a black and green and gray quilt. Yeah. And then it's got moths and mushrooms and ferns. And look. You see the deer? You see the little deer? And the moon and the constellations. And then another moth. And then a gray polka dotty one. Right? Right. Okay. So I bought all of that. And then I bought some random fabric. Just because it was there. This is really pretty. Right? Okay. I don't know where I'm gonna put that. This has yarn on it, so it's gonna go in with my yarn fabrics. It says meow. I think I have cat. Yeah, I could put this with cat fabric and make bags, right? Okay. This stone fabric was really pretty. It's gonna be a lining for something. And this had snakes on it, and you know, year of the snake. So I bought fabric, and then and then I found this. Dinosaur batik. You guys. So it's got dinosaurs. Hang on. Dinosaur footprints. Plant fossils. Stone fossils. It's so cool. It's so cool. I gotta find a pattern for this one. This one, I bought the layer cake. I'm learning terms, y'all. I'm learning. I was gonna take a quilting class, but you know, it's kind of like, you know, intro to knitting. I taught myself, right? And then even with spinning, I tried to teach myself, and then I took a class. And because I'd already kind of figured out, like finagled to do something on my own, it was easier for me to understand things in a class, you know? So that's what I'm going to do with this whole quilting thing. Because like with the bags that I've made, I didn't have a pattern. I just kind of threw it together, and whatever happens, happens. So that's what's going to happen with this. I mean, it's fabric. I can't screw it up with so much, right? Right? That's my logic. Anyway, so then I bought some quilt squares so I can square up my squares after I sew them together. I bought a new rotary cutter because apparently the one that I have is low quality. So I bought a good one. I bought better thread because a lot of quilters use this one particular thread, Aurifil, I think it's called. And like the one I had at home was like Coates and Clark from Joann's, and they were like, oh, that's not good. That'll gunk up your machine. So I've been through a thing. So yeah. Oh, here are the minis I was talking about. I was thinking about using these with black for that in Times cardigan. Remember these? Okay. So yeah, I went down a fabric hole. Yes. Okay, what else? There's so much, you guys, so much. Let me see. What did I mean to talk to you guys about with my next episode that I never filmed? Tosh road trip. Tosh road trip. And happy knit year. Okay, I have that stuff. I have that stuff. Okay. Tosh road trip. I was really good. I said I was only going to buy 2 skeins of yarn. That was my plan. I bought 3. And then there was a lady there that wanted to make a colorwork sweater, and she really liked one of the skeins that I had, and I knew they only had one more on the table and she needed 2. So I gave her mine. So I came home with 2 skeins of yarn. I have Tosh DK. These are the one-of-a-kinds in this really pretty grayish green. And I don't have this shade of green, so it fits. And then Twist Light. And I want to say I have a colorway similar to this, but I just thought it was really pretty. It's giving me volcano vibes. Speaking of volcanoes or burning things, I was going to dye yarn for January and February, like January and February specific colorways. It was going to be It yarn, and it was going to be January Embers. And then I was going to pair it with like a reddish color for February. So it was going to be my Valentine's sock set, January Embers. My heart burns there too. But I can't dye right now. I'm going into it briefly as soon as I finish showing you guys the yarns. And I'll let y'all know what all's been going on. It's a bunch of crap, I'll tell you that. So I got these at the Mad Tosh event. We did a walkthrough of the warehouse. It was set up differently than I remember from my last walkthrough. I think I didn't finish the walkthrough because it was so hot when I went, because the first time I tried to do a tour, it was in the summer and I had to leave because I felt sick, because I get sick when I get overheated. Anyway, it was a lovely tour. I learned that something Shetland is now a Jimmy Beans thing. Mad Tosh, of course, is a Jimmy Beans thing now. Shibui yarn is Jimmy Beans now. Dream in Color is Jimmy Beans now. Yes. And I didn't know that the people that made Dream in Color yarn, which I normally pick up at Quixotic Fibers, they also make those lemon wood things. I think I showed you guys a yarn box I had bought, but everybody has those like wrist spinny things now. Not my vibe. I can't walk and knit. I can't. Yeah, no. I gave my yarn box away. But anyway, all of that's Jimmy Beans now. Well, the lemon wood thing is separate still, but like Dream in Color yarn is now dyed by the people that do Mad Tosh and Jimmy Beans wool. Knowledge. That was a fun tour. I enjoyed it. We were only allowed to take pictures in the drying room, and y'all have seen yarn hanging up. I don't need to show you a picture of yarn hanging up. Yeah, that was fun. And then Happy Knit Year. I won stuff. I won one prize. Well, I won a raffle prize, and I got a door prize. Usually there's door prizes. So let me show you what I got for my door prize. I was one of the last, excuse me, I got there late because I wasn't feeling great, which I'll go into. All the things I'm going to go into. I hadn't opened these yet, to be honest. They've just been sitting because I hadn't planned on opening them until I talked to you guys. So let's see what's in here. I picked this particular pack because it was black yarn in it. So let's see what it is. Barocco Lanas blend of South American wool. I'm guessing it's non-superwash because it doesn't say. Yeah, hand wash. So some non-superwash black. I want to say this is a worsted DK, maybe. Worsted. Wool Addicts by Lang Yarn. Is this alpaca or mohair or something? Oh, I can't read it. Yes, this is 50% merino, 50% alpaca. I just thought it was a cool color. This corally color. It goes nice with my skin tone. I like this. Expression Fiber Arts Faded Rose. This is 50 grams of sock yarn, 75/25. This is an interesting color. I know it looks yellow. It is kind of. But I don't mind it so much. Let's see what else. Some Euclid. Grapefruit Lavender. Some Monster Stitches stitch markers. I have a whole thing of these. But it's cool. I like Monster Stitches. Let's see. Fingerless Gloves pattern. A crochet beanie and cowl pattern. That was my door prize. And basically, Happy Knit Year is the day in the year in January that my knitting guild, they just all get together and knit all day from I want to say it was like from 9 to 6 or something. So you just knit all day, and like throughout the day they draw a number, you get a ticket when you go, and they draw your number and you get a door prize. And then there's bags from sponsors, and you can buy raffle tickets, and you just drop your tickets in the bag, and throughout the day they draw raffle prizes. I won a raffle prize. I didn't win one last time I went. I've only been to 2. This is my second one. I won a Chick That Knits raffle prize, and it's cool. I showed you guys I have a Chick That Knits yarn because they did a trunk show at Yarn and You. Look at these colors. This is Eggplant Sport, Autumn. These are all sport. and pumpkin spice. Aren't they gorgeous? Yes, so I got these. Cyclone shawl pattern. It's brioche. I don't know how to do brioche. Well, I've attempted brioche and I failed miserably, but we will try it again. An aquamarine necklace. I might actually put these in my giveaway thing because I don't really wear gold. But I got an aquamarine necklace, and I think this is a bracelet. Isn't that pretty? But yeah, I won a raffle. So I didn't buy this yarn, y'all. I won it. So yeah, that's what? 3, 4, 5.5 skeins of yarn for free. For free. Good deal, right? Good deal. All right. So that was that. Acquisitions. I have my very, very last lamb strings yarn, which I'm guessing is for December, but I got it in January. Either that or they sent it to me by mistake. I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking this is my last one. Ooh, what a great color. Kiss of Death. That is a beautiful burgundy red. It's so pretty. Looks good with my skin too. All right, so that's my last lamb strings because I did not join the club this year. I told you guys I was trying to find, like, I wasn't going to join any clubs where it was a mystery thing. Well, I did find one. It's Witch Fiber. Hers, like, she shows you the colorway, so you can decide whether you want to buy it or not. So I am following that, and I didn't buy January's color because I have similar colors already in stash, right? I did end up joining a mystery thing, but only because I saw the January colorway and I really, really wanted it. It hasn't arrived yet, but I already know what it looks like, so it's fine. And it's a 6-month, like, so every other month I'll be getting fiber from Fossil Fibers, which I think is fine because it's going to be a mystery fiber. And so far I like most of her fiber, so we'll see what happens. But I already know that I love January's colorway. But I signed up late, so I haven't gotten it yet. It'll arrive sometime next week. Anyway, so I did join a club. And, all right. So at the Cast On get together for the Times Cardigan at West 7th, I went by the clearance wall and I saw this yarn and I made an exception because it was only $11 a skein and I don't have yarn like this. Look. It looks like pebbles. I think it'll make a really pretty scarf or something, right? Or, you know, cowl or shawl or something. This is textured merino. It's 62% superwash merino, 38% merino wool. This is Plymouth Yarn Merino Textura in the Steel Shadow colorway. And it's 228 yards per skein. I just thought it was really unique and it's super squishy. And it was only $11. Exception to the rule. Should I make it an exception to the rule? If the yarn's under 20 bucks, I can buy it. I also bought some Croy sock yarn, but that doesn't really count. I bought a black and a blue. That doesn't count. And then, if you've been on the Instagram today, you've already seen me show this. I got some fiber from New Zealand, from Haunui Wool. Haunui Wool. This is ebony. This is not dyed fiber, my friends. It's not dyed. It's natural. This is 20 micron merino. Or is it merino? What kind of sheep is it? It's not merino. I'm sorry. I lied. What was it called? It was a name I hadn't heard before. I think it's lambs. It's lamb wool. Anyway, it's black. It smells sheepy, but like clean sheepy. Does that make sense? It's not like hay, you know, it's sheepy. Does that make sense? This is the ebony color. I got a little bit. I got 200 grams of ebony. And then she had one where it was ebony. Keep the card in there. It was ebony mixed with mulberry silk. This color. It's like freaking steel. I'm in love. Like gunmetal. That's what it reminds me of. Gunmetal steel. It's so, I wish I had ordered a lot of this. They have more right now. I'm tempted. It was only $16. Look at this color. I wish you guys could feel this. This magical. Magical. Beautiful. Love it. Want to spin it real bad, but I can't. Let's go into that. All right, because I'm done showing you stuff because I don't have anything else. All right, so here's what happened. Here's why I've been gone. First and foremost, I have told you guys about my headaches and my insurance company, and now my dogs are being jerks. Stop. All right. So first I was on Qulipta, right? And then the insurance wouldn't cover it. So then I had to switch to giving myself a shot. I told you guys about that, right? With that shot, the insurance company are the ones, because I talked to we had a mediator between me, the doctor, and the insurance company. And they told us that they would not cover the Qulipta, the pill that I was taking that worked, right? That I would have to switch to one of the shots. It was Emgality or Aimovig or however you say it. I had to switch to one of those instead. They wrote it in a letter. They sent it to me via email, secured email. I still have that letter saying, hi, we won't cover this. We recommend you switch to these two. They require pre-authorization, but you're good, right? I go to get the damn thing refilled in January, okay? They won't fill it. They won't fill it. So I call the insurance company. What's going on? Well, when the insurance switched over for 2024, the prerequisites for that particular medication changed. So they would no longer cover it for me because I hadn't tried Botox or some other medications that are not migraine specific. They just also used to treat migraines. It was like a heart medication, a depression medication, and some other medications that are for other things, but can be used to treat migraines. Because I hadn't tried those or Botox, they would not cover the shot that they sent me a letter telling me I had to switch to, right? Okay, that happened. So then I had to pay another $100 for another neurological appointment because my doctor has to, per my insurance company, see me in the office to discuss medications. It couldn't just be a phone conversation, even though I had just been to the neurologist the prior month to discuss medications. Okay. So we have this meeting. I pay another $100 to the neurologist. And it's not her fault. It's the insurance company, right? They switched me to Elavil, which is amitriptyline. It's a pill. I'm happy about that. I don't have to give myself a shot anymore. What I was not happy about was the fact that it made me sick for a week. Like sick. Like I couldn't keep food down. Sick. I couldn't keep food down. I was dizzy. I did not feel very well at all. I couldn't think straight. It was miserable. So my body has gotten used to it. Luckily. I'm fine now. I feel, well, I'm still, there's more. I don't think it's the medication now. But It could be. I don't know. I'm still having trouble focusing. I'm still having trouble concentrating and remembering things. Those are the additional, because y'all already know, I've told y'all repeatedly, I think I have ADHD, clearly. It makes it worse. So it adds confusion, forgetfulness, all of that jazz is part of the side effects of this medication. So in addition to where my brain was already, now I'm taking a medication that makes all of that worse. So I have not been thinking properly for the last month, which is why I haven't been here. I've been sick and not feeling great. I am finally started to feel good, right? I finally started to feel good after a couple weeks on the medication, and suddenly my fingers start tingling and my face starts tingling. So I'm thinking maybe I'm having a reaction to the medication. I'm going to give it a couple of days. The face tingling goes away. This does not. These fingers kept tingling, right? My thumb and my forefinger and a little bit of my middle finger. Like on this side, but not this side. Really weird. Anyway, that started happening. And I was like, otherwise, I feel fine, so maybe that'll go away, right? Thinking it's a side effect of the medication, okay? Friday night, this past Friday, not like, well, today's Saturday. Not this Friday that just happened, but the Friday before that, I went to bed and I woke up in extreme pain. It felt like somebody was squeezing the crap out of my arm and just would not let go. It hurt so much. I thought I was having a heart attack. So I'm looking up symptoms because my chest doesn't feel tight. I'm not short of breath. It's just my arm hurts and my fingers feel weird. So I'm looking at all these things like, did I pull something? Did I sleep on my arm weird? Am I having a heart attack? I look at all these symptoms. I'm like, I don't think I'm having a heart attack. Let me just chill for a bit. I didn't take my amitriptyline for 2 days, thinking maybe it's the drug. Let me get off of it and see what happens. It wouldn't go away. And then on Monday morning, after tossing and turning all night, because the arm pain's bad, y'all. After tossing and turning all night, on Monday morning, I couldn't feel these fingers. Like they were numb. They weren't just tingly, they were numb. They're still numb. It's like, how like when you go to the dentist, like if you ever had Novocaine and you can feel your face, but you can't feel your face. So it's kind of like a weird hurty sensation, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, that's what my fingers feel like. So I was like, I'm thinking something's going on with this medication because, clearly I just switched medications, right? So I drive into Dallas on Monday morning to talk to my neurologist. I get there because I don't have an appointment or anything. I was like, I'm just going to go. And they'll just have to work me in. I'll just go sit in the office all day. So I waited for them to open, walk in the door. I'm like, hey, my left arm hurts a lot and I can't feel my fingers. I think I might be having a reaction to the medication. And she's like, you have to go to the ER. And I was like, huh, what now? She wouldn't see me. She told me I had to go to the ER. Because if it was something serious, they wouldn't be able to treat me in the office. So she wanted me to go to the hospital. So I spent all freaking day Monday in the ER. Only to find out about 4 of the discs in my neck are bulging. One of them is pressing on the nerve, which is why I can't feel 2.5 of my fingers. So, yes. And it's causing my, what did he say? The deltoid muscle in the back of my arm to seize. And that's why my arm hurts so much. I found that out on Thursday. Well, no, Monday, I found out that it was the discs in my neck and they gave me a bunch of medication. Here's the other thing with that. They gave me a medication to relax the muscle and a steroid. And a pain medication is what I was prescribed. My insurance covered the steroid and the muscle relaxer, but not the pain medication. So I was in pain for a couple more days. Then I went to the spine doctor for a referral, and he changed my medication and prescribed Celebrex. for me to switch to when I'm done with my, since I couldn't get the pain medication, and when I'm done with the medications that the ER gave me, he wants me to start the Celebrex. Do I have the Celebrex yet? Mm-mm. Insurance company. So I'm waiting for the Celebrex. I'm almost out of the medication that the hospital gave me. When the insurance refused to cover the pain medication, I called the ER patient advocate and was like, hey, my insurance won't cover this. Can y'all call me in something else? And they tried to, and the insurance company. So when she told me that the medication that they were going to switch me to, I remembered that I was on that same pain medication when I had knee surgery, and I checked my medicine cabinet because I don't throw anything away, and I still have some, and it's not expired. So I've just been taking my own pain medication because my insurance company won't give me any. Not that I've ever been addicted to painkillers or anything, because most of the time I don't take them. Like, I think I've told you guys, when I had my knee surgery, I took my pain meds for 3 days, and then I was like, okay, this pain is at a tolerable level, I'm good. And I stopped taking it. That's why I still have so much pain medication left over. So anyway, I'm taking my own pain medication from a knee surgery from a couple years ago because my insurance company is being a jerk. Monday, I'm getting another MRI for the rest of my back because they want to see what the rest of my discs look like. And Thursday, I start physical therapy because I wasn't able to leave work on the 1st of the month because that's one of my busiest days and I just couldn't do it. I wouldn't have been able to cover all of my things. I know my health is more important than my work, but my brain doesn't work like that. So anyway, that's what's been going on. I've been sick and not feeling right in the head. And now my back is messed up. Right now, all of this hurts. Even though I'm on medication. I'm almost out of the knee pain medication because it was leftovers, so I didn't have enough for a full time span dose. But this hurts. This hurts now. It wasn't hurting before, but it hurts now. And I still can't feel my fingers. I was supposed to be participating in a spin along with West 7th Wool, and I think it's called Spin Together. It's like a bunch of different places, but like a communal spinning thing. I can't spin because I can't feel the fiber. Like, I could try spinning one-handed, but my yarn would be really inconsistent and I wouldn't like it. I can't feel the fiber between my fingers, so I can't spin. I have been able to knit. Obviously, I made that sock because I started tensioning my yarn on these fingers instead of this finger. So at least I can knit, right? I can still do the crafty things, and I'm assuming I'll still be able to sew. I might be getting a back brace. They tried to give me one at my appointment, but my insurance company was being a jerk, so I didn't come home with a back brace. After looking up the condition or the vertebrae disc number is, I was going to buy myself a soft cervical collar to wear to help. But the doctor told me to wait until I see the physical therapist first. So that's what's going on with me. That's why I haven't been here. I've just, like I said, my head hasn't been right. I guess that amitriptyline made me really sick. And then now I'm going through this. So yeah, but yeah, I haven't been doing much. Obviously, I didn't have that much to show y'all. So life is sucking right now. The original reason I didn't go to the ER and I was trying to wait it out to see if this went away was because I didn't want to spend a lot of money on medical stuff, because I'm still paying for the last time I had to go to the ER and they did an MRI and a CT scan and I got a $3,000 bill with insurance. And then, going to the neurologist, she sent me to get an MRI, and that's another $2,000 there with insurance. And the hospital did an MRI. And, ER charges. I think somebody sent me a message like, ER is sometimes cheaper than just going to the doctor. It's not. It's really not. I don't know, maybe where they live, but trust. ER is way more expensive than regular doctor with my insurance. So I am not looking forward to the bill I'm going to receive for my ER visit. Plus, one of the other things I hate about going to the ER is they all bill separately. And sometimes the people that work in the ER aren't covered under the insurance, even though they're at that hospital. Not going to rant. Anyway, and on top of that, like, I'll have to see how many physical therapy visits are they going to cover. Like, if this is really bad, am I going to have back surgery? And if that happens, I'm going to have to rehome my dogs and move home or something, because I can't. While I could handle having a knee surgery by myself, even though it cost me a lot of money because I had to pay for people to drive me places and I had to pay for medical transport because the hospital wouldn't release me to just an Uber ride, I can't begin to imagine having to do that with back issues. So my fingers are crossed that this can be resolved with regular physical therapy and medication, and that I don't go into more severe debt. On top of all of that, I'm still in Texas. I don't remember if I mentioned it to you guys or not. I might have only mentioned it on Instagram. But on top of all of this, my senior manager quit. And that means I would have to get permission all over again to move out of Texas from whoever replaces him, because it is a management discretion thing. And my deal was not in writing because they wouldn't put it in writing until I had an address to forward things to, where they could show she is moving to such and such state. I have approved this, because I didn't know where I was going to go. And I, haven't had the money to travel and go look at places. I hadn't had any paperwork in. So I have to wait for new management to be hired, if they hire new management, in order to get permission to move all over again. But the thing with all of that is, with all this medical stuff, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to leave Texas. Because I'm going to be paying medical bills forever. Not thrilled, very unhappy. So right now, if you've been following my Instagram, I've been hyper fixating on, like, obviously, like the fabric and all the things. I'm hyper fixating on things because that's when I need to distract myself so I don't get unhappy. So I am super fixated on random things and super obsessive. And if I get really goofy and go off about how wonderful something is and how much I enjoy something, let me have it, y'all. Let me have it, because I need it. I need something to focus on so I don't realize how much things suck right now. Because they do. They do. Anyway, I'm not here to bring anybody down. I'm here to bring the happy and the yarn and the fiber and the things. And I am super excited about all the stuff that I showed you guys today. This was very rambly and rapid and confusing, and I'm sorry. That's my brain. Y'all know this. But anyway, I'm excited about this wool that I can't spin. I'm excited that I finally have a colorwork sock that I can pull over my stupid heels. And I can do the things. I'm excited that I finished a sweater, the cardigan that I love. I love it. It's great. And now I just want to find something else to make that I will love. So I'm hoping this quilt thing works out. My dogs have been great. Also, I'm probably going to look a little rough for a while because I can't do my hair because I can't feel my fingers. I can't tighten the roots in my hair because I have to do like the finagling to tighten my roots. I can't do it because I can't feel what I'm doing. So my hair is going to look a mess. My dogs are going to look a mess because I can't swing the groomer right now. There's just too much going on. I might end up having to have another D-stash just to get some money moving. I can't dye yarn right now because I can't. I can lift things and whatnot with this arm, but I don't want to overuse this arm when this arm is limited right now. I don't want to overcompensate and mess something up on the arm that I use all the time, because we all know I have crappy wrists. I can't. Things suck right now, y'all. So I'm just focusing on the happy. So let's all focus on the happy together. Yes? I promise. It won't be another month before you get another video from me, okay? Okay. I hope you guys are well. Bye.